And we are back. Time for game number 2 here between Embrance Gaming and Signify at the finals of the Cobx Masters 2018 in Mumbai. Our second stop out of a 10-city tour. I'm still excited to keep going here and looking forward to all of these other regions that don't have pro teams or actual pro teams that make splashes outside of India, just stomping through everything like we've seen Signify do in the last game. Only 22 minutes it took. They got like more than 40 kills. We'll see what happens in game number 2. Pardon?
Pardon pick? Where? I didn't see one. Not yet.
We already have one Pardon on by default on these broadcasts, so you can handle that yourself.
You can never have too much Pardon, right?
You should do a cast only with Pardon voice lines.
Oh no. I'm really bad at female voices, I'm sorry. Gotta get Killer Pigeon in here for that one.
Oh yeah.
But Kunko's banned, so we gotta get rid of him, that's for sure. Let's hope it's a Jaro ban too. But going to the bans, Embrance Gaming, starting with the Underlord, Kunko, and the Wisp. A little bit more standard this time. Not really trying to ban out a lot of different stuff, more like general bans you don't want to see. Signify, doing a similar thing, going with the Night Stalker, Nixus, and the Omni Knight, so it's 3 heavy offlaners banned out. And they start with the first pick Lashring into Pangolier.
Oh yeah.
That looked like a leader because it's the same animation when they spawn, and then it's Pangolier like really late. Like he has such a long animation. So you could say Pangolier is super balanced because it gives you 1 extra second of draft time. The animation is longer.
10 seconds.
As extending the draft, that is definitely an advantage.
Sure. Pardon. Sure. I'll just let you believe that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to measure that with a stopwatch the next time it happens, just for the record.
Literally unplayable, am I right?
Exactly.
Embrance Gaming, they have the Disruptor, they get the Nagas Siren now, no, they get the Senking, so trying to get this this approach that signified in the last game, which is many stuns, a lot of teamfight control, and as far as the threats go, this is one of the oldest, most reliable ones out there throughout the patches, really.
Yeah, stack stuns, make your enemy pay for mistakes.
Pretty much.
But I know I would have liked the Naga more with the Pangolier pick on the board. That would have made sure that they just have a direct answer to him.
Now it might just
They already have the Disruptor for the laning phase. They don't really need that extra stun because Pangolier can no longer run away from the glimpse.
Yeah.
You just Swashbuckle gets you out of danger, but if you get glimpsed afterwards, you're at the right spot again. So. Not quite sure. I would have favored the Naga Siren pick over the Sun King, but let's see what they do for picks 3 and 4.
The thing is with the Disruptor Glimpse is that it only matters if you're actually running away. But Pangolier and Leshrac, this could be a pretty powerful dual lane already. If Leshrac can hit the stuns every once in a while, or just set up for his own stuns once he's level 2 with the lightning. Then a little bit of extra burst damage in from the Pangolier, so I can certainly see that developing into a very powerful kill lane as the levels develop, especially against squishy heroes like Disruptor.
Doom Barnite, Batrider Barnite, that's a lot of single target. They're making sure this Leshrac has a comfortable lane, I'd say.
Turn to pick.
The Lion pick, so lots of stuns again. I like it.
Lots of stuns, lots of burst. Can't go wrong.
But this time on both sides.
Yeah.
What could this be? Yeah. What's their pick here? Could be the Storm Spirit. Can't see that. Nixus Bandite, Night Stalker Bandite, Doom Bandite. Could be the position 5 or 4 Leshrac instead, and they go with a Storm.
I wouldn't hate that actually.
Is a Disruptor to be concerned about that?
Yeah. Disruptor's thinking can also catch you off guard, but I guess once you can just get a Yule Scepter, try and take that initial stun, and then dodge a lot of that static storm duration, and then you can zip out afterwards, and then you end up just wasting a lot of time and cooldowns. But there's always a risk with Storm Spirit these days. Dying, alright. You just want to fight them head on.
I think that's smart. They want to extend this game this time. So the last time they got overrun by an early focus draft. Now they want to close this out as early as possible, or at least survive as long as possible. And there's no better way than just ensure that you're gonna get through the early game.
Yeah.
I feel like Signify will just pick up a Luna here and just run them over in the lane, or even worse, a Troll Warlord. Yeah, good luck with your tombstone.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I mean, Lion, Pangolier, Leshrac, none of them were really good at handling their tombstone. So Troll Warlord is your obvious answer to that. You can just click it down very easily by popping your ultimate once you're at level 6. And also pretty good man fighter, just with the rolling axes. You can make sure that your opponent misses a little bit, and that can come in handy at times when it comes to the Undying, especially because he wants to stack up the decay, which also fills up not just his health pool but also his right click. So he wants to make the most use of that to just stone you out. It's still very dangerous though, because you already have the Sand and the Disruptor. You pair that Undying up with either one of them, and you have that lockdown component that the zombie hits himself lacks.
Dire's ban now.
Ooh, Tinker. This is 100% going to be like Puck or Queen of Pain Eye for Signify, I think. For the mid lane. I think they're gonna bump the Leshrac into the support position.
Here's the Radiant ban.
It's not gonna be the co-options to span down, but something with mobility for sure. Or how about the Zeus actually?
Zeus is up and running there, true, but they don't have many Zeus games on track record. So it would surprise me if they decide to go for the Zeus indeed. Consider go for Death Prophet. Death Prophet, TA, Puck. These three.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
But
Also here,
Puck
like,
would make the most sense to me, because you can, beside the Disruptor, and even if you're fast, you can still make that jump. It gives you one here to reliably run down a Tinker. You also have the increased attack speed from the Troll. If it's not the Puck, then they put the Leshrac mid.
Alright. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Embrance Gaming for now, eating through the reserve time. Try and think about exactly these same kind of questions. See which hero they want to ban out. And it's gonna be the Zeus here, just to make sure.
Yeah, to be expected.
Don't have that hard counter against the Tinker.
Spectre's banned out by Signify actually, so they can't go for the Spectre either. So that's two global heroes that just absolutely run on the Tinker, already out of the question.
Yep.
Still a bit questionable to go with like 4th pick Tinker, not 5th pick. They don't have last pick anyway, so it doesn't matter that much, but it still surprises me a little. What's their carry? They could snag away the Luna now. Should work okay against the Troll.
Gyrocopter's still on the field if they want more.
Oh, you don't want to run that against Pango and Troll. There's too much control for Jara here. He would have to go. He gets outpaced. Monkey King can work. Because there's a Pangolier on the line, but Ursa Lifestealer could be an option, because you can get rid of the Lion Leshrac stun.
Dire's turn to pick.
Razor.
Razor. Okay, that's good against Troll.
That works too.
I can see that. Not that good against the Pangolier early on. Gets good later on though, if Pangolier just runs around him with the ultimate and Wind Ranger. Of course, we forgot about the Wind Ranger.
Swifty also picking it up, so very swift. Swifty and Swifty.
Such Swifty. Wow.
Yeah, you have that synergy already, you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, game number 2. What do you expect here with these drafts?
Expecting with the drafts only, not considering the teams, I would slightly favor Embrance.
It's like a very dangerous game that you're playing there with the Troll.
That's playing away, baby.
But Swifty's running back to base for some reason.
What did you forget, Swifty?
I mean, it doesn't have any extra money.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, mana, yeah. He used to wind run for some reason and was lost mana. Not like this. Efficiency. He still had time. Why not? It's like we see this seeing EG doing the same thing again. They completely ignore the top lane in terms of runes and just go for one save. It's probably end up with Signify with 3 roots again. If not 4, because Neji is here, Pangolier is here, and I think they have the stronger lineup.
Or not this one, but Daniel just walks straight across to the other side.
Death tax.
Yeah, they'll secure the one. The Dandy fan.
Oh wait, they all got taunts. This is the strat. Pangolier, great taunt. Disco Pony, great taunt. Troll, okay one. Wind, okay. And Lion, great one.
Except Penguin
That's
doesn't have
5
the
taunts. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a loss.
Windrunner, do we have that taunt? No taunt on
It's-
Windrunner either. So great in
sure?
theory, but the execution is not
I'm still not sure if it shows up correctly, but
It does,
I know
it
Troll
does.
has it. It does? I didn't do it
shows
last
on
time.
Troll, Lion, but doesn't show on the Windrunner or Pango. But Puzzle, look at this. Almost taken out there already. That was probably with the Lion. You're super squishy early on, and gotta be careful not to be just striking down across the tree line.
That would have been a terrible first blood.
Wait, why am I taking damage? Oh, shit, they can see me. And they have attack range.
Yeah, Disruptor's attack range is actually quite good.
Yep.
600, that's more than most range heroes.
So they did switch to this aggressive lane very quickly after getting the runes, and this is something that the Troll doesn't really like dealing with all that much. Basically have to hug the tower lest they be burst struck and then just damage drain right click to death.
It does give them space on the Lashrak, who's offlaning against the Undying. It's a little bit of a hard lane. On the other hand, he doesn't have HP pool anyway, so he doesn't care about the DK as much. He has 5 tangers, meaning each tanger will regen him to full almost
Yeah.
when he takes damage.
The weirdest thing about this is also that Undying is not part of some sort of aggressive lane or a dual lane of any description. So
Yeah, this is the safe lane farm Undying,
Yeah.
which is... I think this would have worked just fine if they swap out Razor and Undying here. On the other hand, Undying is pretty good against Leshrac and the Pangoli because they both have a really low health pool, so every decay hurts them like a truck. Yeah,
Pangolier right now.
current Pango health pool 320.
Radiant's middle
But he also has 3 mangoes, he reaches 3.4
Exactly. Look at his HP bar. It's just like it's speeding up. We Nyx assassin now.
yeah. Oh what?
Tinker. Wow.
Not sure why Windrunner is allowed to dive that deep, but Zack unable to really punish her just yet. That's a kinetic field to work with. Oh, nice. Walks away anyway, but with the TP, but
No clips.
just kept walking with the sidestep of the field.
I think he might TP out anyways. I think he thought he had the glimpse of multi-TP on high ground, which he didn't. Undying, lots of damage bottom.
Ooh, how?
Oh, needed to decay. Oh, big mistake. He should not have died there. With a double DK on both and Dreamstone, he might have just be able to run away.
Yeah. Heartbeat is actually coming in big here. Put that second point into that particular spell, which is normally ignored, but he keeps finding these slows. Well, in this instance, Tombstone down defensively so they can't farm it. Bit of the panic moves and all that's some cooldown. Same time on top, continue to fight. Burst Strike missing on the puzzle though. But he still can't fight his Razor. He's 35 extra damage stolen. Oh, what have we done, Lion? Oh well.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a weird lane. I expected Signify to swap this up a little bit with the troll, but they still feel comfortable despite the troll only having 10 last hits at 4 minutes.
Yeah, at the same time, F also has only 12, so it's not falling too far.
Yeah,
behind
it's like,
Razor somehow.
let's just... Both carries suffer. That's acceptable. And meanwhile, Leshrac farming, because Undying is sitting at 4. Oh god.
They scouted out that particular TP location. Lion could have stunned it up. A bit disastrous, but as it stands, Razor does make his way out. Yeah, as a result, they're taking control of this lane. Zack is still hanging around, which is a bit of a mistake. That's a very easy target to just throw in a lot of harassment and probably get the kill here as the attack speed starts stacking up. There we go.
Daniel. Get slowed.
Wait.
Sand King is here. This is dangerous for them. No tombstone though.
Striking Niggy does have extra lightning strikes. Big charges to work with too. No chance and no swashbuckle in a second, but Daniel is healthier than I think here with the 300s and now even more strength to work with. Tinker though, he's the one who's dying solo again to the Windrunner. While all of that action is happening. No chance.
Yes, 3 points in power shot, 2 points in windrun.
faces a win.
This is really hard for him. Because whenever you laser the Windrunner, she's just gonna use the power shot, and while the animation is running, the laser practically disappears, so you don't lose it on any attacks. Leah finally falls.
Playing to win, baby.
Run down by 4 heroes, Ding Ding coming back, securing the kill with a heat-seeking missile. It's the craziest part, like he's maxing out the missile as well as the laser. So you'd think that he'd be able to just zone the Windrunner out, but instead, Swifty doesn't do it. Just tanks up for 1 round.
Oh, that GG call, no chance. Too excited.
Yeah. I always get really aggravated when someone does that, and then the screen turns grey, and you have that cancel button in the top right popping up.
Yeah, and you panic, and everybody panics.
Oh god, what? No!
Hold on, not yet. Teamston bottom.
Just gonna right click it down, easy money, extra 150 gold for no chance, and Daniel actually just dodging that stun. Negi off the mark for that. Still forcing him out. Oh, no hard piercer this time. See a couple more of the old right clicks. There we go.
Oh, gets the proc. It's so lucky.
Running him down. Doesn't swatch back in a couple seconds, but that won't need it. Stun connect this time, but guess what? The rotation. From the Razor, the Burst Truck setting up for that counter kill. No chance. Swatch by across, but Razor's still here, and 27 damage stolen. Not the biggest of deals, and this just keeps happening. I can never see it because it's always alongside other action. It's just actually it's pretty smart from Swifty going for these kind of plays when he knows that there's not going to be rotations because everyone else is preoccupied.
Yeah, no chance. So rewarded he gets that region rune. He used the shield crash to jump on the high ground to dodge the last hit from the Razor. It was also an uphill miss. That's just unfair. He jumps on the high ground and then the 15%, and then the uphill miss chance just kicks in. Talking about 3 kill on this drop down. He has been so lucky with this hard piercer on the side note.
Yeah.
Like
It's all
every time he jumps, he gets it. It's usually a pretty crappy spell, but I guess it works in a Lashrak lane.
15% is the new 27% top lane. They get rid of Crimson already, but the damage is being drained away from Blizzard. He cannot actually fight. In fact, he might just straight up dying. He goes for the TP out. Burst Strike coming up for him just a little bit too late.
Unlucky. But yeah, let's focus away the mid lane, because Tinker is still sitting on 22 last hits. It's expected for Tinker to lose the mid lane. Swifty, however, face boots up and running, halfway through the Javelin and almost at Meteor Hammer as well. So he's going to have a phenomenal timing on the Maelstrom, and the moment he has that, he's just going to keep ganking the Tinker just like that.
Well, the laser means that some of the damage will be delayed, but not from power shots. So this time with a little bit of help from Negi. Running in for the stun. I mean, they got the tier 1 tower bottoms, so that's time to rotate and mix up these other lanes. Especially top could use a bit of extra help, perhaps. That being said, though, Blizzard, despite the Razor technically being a bit of a counter to the Troll, especially early on the lane, still 600 gold ahead of the Razor.
He's a little bit of a counter, but it isn't the worst thing in the world. You can always get to range form and just farm up like that, and you have to slow to run away.
Yep.
You want that Razor.
So there it is. Damage being drained, but it blocked, stop that immediately. Fall off stance there as they find sacking coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, but you saw prime example what I meant there. He was in range form, he slowed the Razor, and then the Link comes in and he just walks out of range in no time. Yeah. Because he has that better movement speed if he goes into that melee range mode. No chance, you don't have mana, get out of there. Thank you.
That's absolutely fine. 2 portable swashbucklers, fairly low cooldown already. Still needs to get his levels, that's why he's hanging around solo down there now.
Almost at 6.
Run down in the top lane, Razor, he's done party now. Bit of a decent duration starting off, but Negi, he's not impressed by that at all. So plenty of magic damage to work with the ultimate, and secures the kill for himself. So they have each other's backs. Tinker dies again, yeah, I never catch these.
Disruptor dies again.
Happen. There's Disruptor also.
3 and 13, 7k gold lead. This is shaping just like last game. Doesn't eclipse the 1k per minute mark just yet. That critical mark where you know you're about to lose this game, but it's still looking pretty good with this Tinker having absolutely nothing, and this Red Ranger isn't even rotating on other lanes. The moment he has that Maelstrom, He just runs on the lane and he just kills the Razor.
Till then, you just killed and Tinker. 5 kills and 5 deaths on Ding Ding, and well, there's a connection to that.
Yeah, Ding Ding at this point, he's just worth three creeps. It's not even that much farm for Swifty to kill him. It's just restricting it at this point.
Yeah. Thing is, also with the build that he went 3-3-1, he can't even go into the jungle and farm stacks if there were any.
Yeah, a little bit of an oversight. I think he expected this to have more impact on the lane, that he actually gets more. A little bit of a misjudge. It's more the if I see the Lashrak rotating in, I can burst them down maybe under time trade 1-for-1.
The burst strike to start off with Pavel running out, but now Navy Blizzard starting to right click away. With the glimpse back, no way to actually go to Pavel, which says nope.
Fingered.
You're not looking at me, I'm looking at you for a kill. Meanwhile, Mid caught this one on the Undying of all things. With he still lays it up, so only now starting to do some more damage with the ultimate. For the first time, I actually get a glimpse of how these kills look like for a while. At least once he got that focus fire, he got a few kills before that.
Still was nice to get a solo kill from a line on Sun King.
Yeah.
He was a fool to approach him. He had the high ground.
Get it. That's +5 agility.
Oh, exact top. Seems like you're gonna get trolled. Oh, the bash, of course. I hate that hero. It's so frustrating. 10% bash chance, but if you get 1, he will most likely get 2 or 3. Especially if he has levels. A troll with levels is just amazing. It's a 2-second stun that has a 10% proc rate. That is as bad as the Faceless Void one.
No chance of playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Just rolling away as he gets going on by 3 people.
Can't you have like some production value and whenever he has that on? Like, you know, the old side mods where we just have the Sonic theme running? I want side mods back. Valve killed them.
That would be amazing. Oh, the Sandstorms, the Roots, that would have been...
Yeah. I had over 100 mods, but Valve killed them. They killed them good.
Yeah, feels bad, man.
Feels really bad, man. They weren't even giving you an advantage. It was local only.
Yeah. Well, I thought someone was
Zoning stun.
Trees, but...
Hey, he wasn't sure if there's somebody sitting there. Tinker was dead, but could be Sun King.
Alright, oh, Sun King. Speaking of him, he's trying to get his level 6 in mid, but look at this, Windrunner. It's being drained only now, it's a little bit too late.
The Windy strikes again.
And there's level 1 on Static Link too. Oh, Shackle would connect. Another easy kill if they have enough damage, but they don't. Swifty actually comes out of Static Storm. A lot of trouble, and he will be bursted down with magic damage. Just
finish him.
Ding Ding. Scott like streak descended, it blinked back, a glimpse back.
Ravage.
To the Ravage stuns, but it will not help to pass up. But look at this, setting up for no chance. Get a kill off a zone, and perhaps a second one. Jumps across to the other side, and rolls straight back to Ding Ding. Ding Ding Ding, as they say. Triple kill with another swashbuckle. This finishes up the Undying. Couple of zombies that we picked up on the way, but not a big deal. There's only one person left. So it's a bunch of creeps they can just farm up and read.
That is one way to get his Blink Dagger.
Yep.
Just having the perfect Pangolier. That's a dream Pangolier, by the way. Just perfect playground for the ultimate. 2 spots to bounce it off, both over here as well as here, and just gets a kill before the roll with the swashbuckle, gets one afterwards, expends all his spells, has 1 shield crash during, and just runs them over in the first place. It was a great Pangolier. That's the dream. And he skipped the blink. He's going back. Interesting.
Fuels and just split up with the Shackle. This game looking just like the last one, with almost the same scoreline actually at like 13-14 minutes. I think it was 6-27.
Balance on all things.
Yeah, DT rune on Windrunner even just said insult to injury. So start dancing.
One of the best voice lines.
Yeah.
My gratitude.
I love voice lines and side mods. Bring them back.
Middle tower
It's
is
like so many voice lines that go like oi 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 in one way, shape, or form, except on the English side.
Yeah. Why don't you have a side time? You should be the first English oi 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 side.
win.
No, I don't want to be the oi 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 guy. Just like I don't want to be the oh my word guy either.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Who would ever say that? That sounds stupid.
T-shirts. Ah.
You want a t-shirt?
No one's gonna know. I don't want a t-shirt.
Hashtag give drag and drop t-shirts.
Nomad offered me one in Birmingham, but didn't quite have my size.
Anyways, Tinker in trouble.
The Shrek as well though, with everything being committed on him. Hazal, next one on the list, and he will die too. No chance. No ultimate this time to try and turn this around, so now he gets first struck up. Actually quite significant. Let's get the Swashbuckler out, doing a little bit more damage. Now the Shackle, this Windrunner comes in to clean up. Power shot onto 2 more, and that's it.
What even is this hero?
And
What even is that hero, please?
he's playing quite well. He's not taking any damage.
You know what the
so-
sad thing is? This time it was a mid, but we both know if it was play position 4, it would have been the exact same story.
Oh, yeah.
top tower is on the rocks.
And now we're at 20k, 60 minutes. That hurts. This wind has so much farm. Looking at the net worth, it's Shoal and Wind Ranger 9,500. The next one on the raiding team is at 4,400, so they're more than double on 2 cores.
Only put one as a lion here, only really trank boots and some ones to one to his name.
Their fate is sealed, Signify setting a 100% win chance.
They do indeed, yeah. Thanks, Dota Plus. I needed a lot of help figuring that out, so thankfully we have that.
You're welcome. Dota Plus, the best tool for play with playcasters ever made, after co-casters.
Did you call
Alright.
yourself a tool?
Well, yeah, somebody's gotta help you.
Oh well. Didn't realize what that means, right?
Anyways. They just have to make sure that they don't die and they can lock this game down easily enough.
Even if
No
they
chain
die,
feed.
Need to lose like 2 or 3 team fights. And there's still a Tinker who does have the boots to travel with the solding now, but it's like way too late
Situational.
to really have enough time to buy up the next items that he needs. He needs a blink, he needs axe, he needs scythe probably. He's not gonna get the chance to farm these most likely.
Edgy. Debated.
It's taunting, putting it down on cooldown, you know, just paying to win.
Middle tower can't handle this danger.
Oh, no chance. It's forced into the ultimate. Can stun lock the Undying there with the bounces, but doesn't want to stick around for too long.
To be fair, some
support.
of the taunts are pay to win. Pangoli is a good example because what you can do, and that's like some advanced taunting tricks by me.
Radiant's
You can use your taunt just before you shield crash and it hides the shield crash animation.
Oh, damn.
And it makes it almost unspottable, so the enemy might not even see you putting a code or whatnot. It's the same on the Mirana taunt because they can't see the direction you're running in because your hero spins around in the taunt animation.
Oh, damn. It's almost as bad as... That's even worse than the Undying, where you can just pop the taunt and then kind of obfuscate where you're going. Because you
Yeah.
kind of spin around, so you... And then go the other way, essentially.
The Dark Willow one is also there, but it's a little bit slower, so it's still predictable where she's going. But Mirana is disgusting. You can walk in any direction and they have no clue what you're doing.
Certainly a bit annoying.
Pay to win. Maybe that should have been the voice line. That's paying to win, baby.
That's paying to win, baby. I can so hear that now. Oh, man. Oh. It's just a matter of time again for Signify to just cross off all the things out of the laundry list. They got the Roche just a moment ago, of course.
Uh-oh, Assault. He's on the death squad. Yeah, he's sitting there, finger of death, just waiting for a target. He's in this. That's the best room to find online in such a spot. Everyone is getting items and you like still sitting on triangles, despite the fact you're 30k ahead. Like, at least you get a rune, but no targets because they're all sitting on the high ground. That's a little bit unlucky.
It's to be expected. Popping out that ward, but those wards tend to never survive.
Free money. They only survive if you actually place them while you're already fighting on the high ground. But usually in this scenario, you will always have somebody patrolling on this spot. And there's only 4 spots in the entire Radiant base that you can actually ward on from the low ground. 3 of them are highly predictable, meaning this one, and this one at bottom are super predictable.
Yeah.
And the top one doesn't even work properly, so...
Well... So they won't have that extra help going high ground. Not that they need it, really. So
no, not really, right? Agnum's on mid-ranger with... Oh god. Agnum's on mid-ranger plus an arcane rune. You can literally not take physical damage without MKB. That's... Trust me, that's gonna be a thing at one point. Mark my words.
Hopefully not this game, because if they take the time to get level 25, that means they just have to sit around for another couple of minutes at the very least.
Probably like 6 minutes. He's already level 18. It's not that far away.
I guess it's
you know what we need?
That super combo a little bit.
We need level 30 and 35 talents. And when you reach 30, you're allowed to take the second level 10 talent. You know, we just slap 25 levels on top of it.
Okay.
And then you can take so you can have a full talent tree for extra long games.
Yeah. Yeah, I could get behind that. Either that or just do the money thing where just have an exorbitant amount of money to start getting the talents.
Yes, or mix between both. Maybe you need to buy the additional levels. But yeah, seems like we have Pangolin running on high ground.
Goes back in the static storm, no chance. Popping over it now. Blizzards still quite tanky here, but looks like he might be able to run down. Not with the stun though, perfectly timed with the expert of damage. Unable to just get the skill on the Spectre, but maybe can't even finish up Zach with like the pest kinetic field, so no chance. He's the one that should sacrifice himself for his troll warlord. And well, they did buy enough space for tier 3 to die down bottom. Paro,
Lion here.
He wants to get that kill, and he will.
Sniper here.
Now Daniel
online
gets annihilated with the focus fire. Shackle buying a little bit of time, but with the open still going with the zaps.
Could be worse.
End his life.
Epicenter.
I think he's
Blink.
below. Actually, he'll die to that. Unless he uses.
Easy though.
And the stun.
Oh no, he
Extra
wants
bit of
to
damage now. On the Razor. But
Oh, the double proc. Oh, come on.
Another glimpse though, Swifty. Can't take damage right now, but he also can't deal any going forward.
Talking about no damage.
2-1 at 45. Nice Shackle will keep him away. That power that focus fire doing nothing until there's
Finally, the hero is balanced.
just being bounced around left, right, and center.
That's just
top lane is
happened.
fallen, so space created.
Yeah. Full rocks over here. They managed to get rid of the T3. They killed the Tinker in the meantime. They're still giving a lot of gold away, actually, but yeah, it's still 33k gold lead, and now the high ground is completely breached. And they have a Leshrac.
Could just wait until everyone's up and running again, regroup, and then finish the game, one would think.
Yeah, I think one last push is what they need. Just split it again, where you have Troll plus one, Troll Pangoli on one line, on one lane, on the other 3 on the other, at bottom probably, and then they're fine.
Alright. Niggy don't even want to wait for the Windrunner, just pops the edict. Move to respond to this somehow Blizzard, or he's transferred his axe with a fresh BKB. Start whacking down Daniel as well, extra slows. Meanwhile in the back, Thing of Death finishing up the Tinker again, together with no chance in Negi. Alright, dodges the roll. At least Razor survives, but very little in the grand scheme of things. Okay, second set of Rex, full up stun, Splitter just on the edge. And he's quite
I don't
tanky,
care
but
about the
not
blade
tanky.
mail. Yeah, full team wipe.
Yeah. What did I say now? Call Dedu? GG well played. There we go. 25 minutes. Slightly longer than game number 1. But,
Slightly.
Signify just delaying a little bit.
Also bigger on the gold. They made 41k.